Charlesease, everything you need to know when you need to know it, man. Getting right back to it, man, with the people. Appreciate all my subs, my followers, family, and friends, which I call. Yeah, y'all ain't my subs, y'all my family and friends supporting this movement, grabbing this merch, man. It's greatly appreciated, man. Yeah, it's greatly appreciated. Listen, I want to get a little bit into the over the time, the 50 Cent, Rick Ross, Lil Beef. It's been marinating, that then grew old, grew stale, been refreshed again, and just keep recycling itself, man. Yeah, it really all started, reignited. It ain't never totally went away, but it just all reignited when 50, when Rick Ross, he dropped the album. You feel me? He dropped the album. Shit flopped. 50 jumped out there. G-Unit, Tony Yayo, they jumped out there. It was like, nigga, your shit flopped. You feel me? Same shit they been doing over the time. You feel me? Taking jabs, little petty shit here and there. But then 50 Cent, he dropped the G-Unit shoe again. Yeah, he dropped that G-Unit Reebok shoe, man. You feel me? And Rick Ross said that shit flopped.
Those G-Unit sneakers gonna be in Costco, baby. I like the Lloyd Banks ones better than all the other ones. Them other niggas ain't even got no sneakers. But 50, give Lloyd Banks his own high top sneaker. And since the Shreveport shit ain't happening no more, you know what I'm saying? You can focus on the sneakers. And for example, if those numbers not inflated, why can't these same people with all these followers sell other products outside of the music? Why their sneakers can't sell? Why their alcohol can't sell? Why this can't sell? Nigga, if you genuinely gotten a gazillion people that could do this with your music the first week, why everything else you do outside of music is unsuccessful? Now, the new flex is no bots. When you the boat, nigga, that's what rickyrozay is. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Shit ain't do nothing, but 50 came out and said the shit sold out.
Sold out, fat boy. Sold out, fat boy.
As well as 50 made a guest appearance with Joe and Danielle Jones on the Versus battle. You feel me? Came through. Joe shut it down. Joe and 50, they got hits together. You feel me? 50 got hits, Joe, so it was only right. 50 came out with the unit, Tony Yayo, Uncle Murder. You feel me? Then, after that, the next morning, shout out to Joe. He killed that shit, man. I don't know how they put Danielle Jones against him. Danielle got some records. But listen, Joe was one of them voices of the 90s and early 2000s. Joe was on fire. He was one of them, whoever put that together, I don't know. That's something else. But Ross came out and said, thanks, 50. You feel me? For going on Versus. Now, Ross was saying that he had some type of stake in Versus. He owned a piece.
Rose, you was watching Versus when 50 came on, and I thought about it. I said, wow, they may not know I own equity in Versus. Yeah, guys, I own equity in Versus. So, Curtis, thanks for your employment. Thanks for the pop-out. That's why I thought Curtis wouldn't do the tip thing, because he knew Rose had a small piece of that, but he came out and did that for free. So next time I'm gonna make sure you have a Bel Air bottle, Curtis. It's the boat.
We don't know. I found out that it's several artists who got maybe a small piece or a stake or something in the Verses, but we all know it's, well, I ain't gonna say we all know it's Timberland and Swiss Beats. It's Timberland And Swiss Beats, we all know it, they the face of it. We don't know what ownership or the paperwork look like. It could be several artists behind the scenes, but Rick Ross came out and said, thanks, 50. You just got me paid. You was an employee for me for that night, for popping out with Joe, for making that feature. Next time, since you ain't charged us this time, next time we gonna have you come out with a Bel Air bottle, man. He might, listen, 50 ain't worried about that shit. He ain't worried about who he was on. This was a favor to his friend Joe. You feel me? This was a good look to his friend Joe, as if Joe needed a good look with so many hits he had. You feel me? This was 50 celebrating a friend, a business partner. You feel me? Joe, it ain't have nothing to do with, yo, I ain't gonna do this because such and such name is on the ownership rights or the business paperwork of Rick Ross. You feel me? I don't think Rick Ross got a big stake in it. You feel me? For the simple fact, Rick Ross is somebody who flosses his whole mantra, his whole image is the biggest boss. So whatever he gets, he flosses it. Chains of restaurants, wings, the big Rick Ross jet. You feel me? And Rick Ross, he also had a contract with Reebok, but he lost it when he put certain lyrics. Yeah, Reebok dropped it when he put certain lyrics in the song talking about giving young ladies certain drinks with undisclosed substances in it. You feel me? So whatever Rick Ross has that he can front his style on, we all seen the Bel Air and all of that. Rick Ross puts that on blast, which makes me think if he do got a stake in versus battle, it's not that big because he never mentioned this. You feel me? If it was a big portion of versus battle, then he would have mentioned it. He would have flossed it like everything else he flosses. You feel me? To go along with his brand, his image, his likeness, the biggest boss. You feel me? He never misses a chance to flaunt, to floss anything, because that's a part of who people have come to know him as. So, him saying that 50 was working for him that night when he popped out, that was a little bit, you overstating it, Ross. You overstating it. You feel me? And I did do some research on that, and there's several artists, along with Rick Ross, who own a very small stake in verses, man. You feel me? It's like 40 other rappers who could come out and say, yo, 50 worked for me that night by coming on verses. And no, that's not why 50 didn't battle T.I., man. Y'all got to stop it because he didn't want to work for Ross or go on a platform that Ross owned or had some type of stake. Come on, y'all got to stop it, man. 50 is so big, he ain't, come on, man. Stop that shit. 50 ain't worried about no verses against T.I. Respect to T.I. with another number one. You feel me? T.I., he got one of the best catalogs, but come on, man. 50 at his level, he's not doing no versus battle. And them G-Unit sneakers, listen, say what you want. Them shits is moving. Yeah, them G-Unit sneakers is moving. I'm seeing, listen, I'll be on social media, several platforms, charlesease, and I'm seeing motherfuckers pop out showing that they got the new G-Units. For real. Well, they the retros, they the throwback, but they knew because people was copping them again. Now, are they going like, say, a new Jordan, a retro Jordan, some Air Force Ones, Air Maxes? Are they flying off the shelf like that? No. You feel me? But I'm not doubting that 50 Cent, and he might be going direct to consumer. I'm not doubting whatever 50 had in stock or Reebok had in stock of the G-Unit sneakers sold out. I'm not doubting that at all. You feel me? Sneakers is moving in a whole different way now. You feel me? You got the resellers and all of that. You feel me? Now, is they hitting stores that we done seen selling out like that? Probably not. But whatever was ordered I'm pretty sure they did sell out. You feel me? Because whatever 50 touched, it's out of here, man. It's out of here. Yeah. So, I just wanted to say that, man. Once again, the verses was nice. Yo, the R&B verses be better than the rap and the hip-hop verses. Let's keep that shit real. They be better, man. You could digest the music more. Ain't as much bullshit going on. You feel me? It's just relaxed. You can just really enjoy the music. You ain't got to worry about part of this entourage jumping out there, that entourage jumping out there. You could really get to do and inject yourself and really get a feel of how the music is supposed to be taken in, man. Pause. You feel me? Yeah. So, man, that's all. And listen, no shots to Rick Ross. Rick Ross, he doing his thing, man. You feel me? He doing his thing. No shots to him. You know, from what I could see, great businessman. You feel me? Know how to brand and market himself. So, no shots to him, man. But G-Unit sneakers is selling the fuck out. And they ain't, the G-Unit sneakers one never, I mean, personally, I bought the S-Dots before. You know, I bought the S-Dots. I ain't grabbed the G-Units when they first dropped. But that's not to say that I won't grab the G-Units now. The G-Units, I always thought they looked nice. You feel me? I always thought they looked nice. So, shout out to both of them, man. Charlesease, your boy. That's my time. Until next time, I'm out of here. Peace, your D. Yeet!